Well, hello and welcome to Timberborn. My name's Lion. This is the colony of Lion's Pride, and the last episode we had a long drought, and I was so focused on what I was building, I totally forgot to keep an eye on the beavers and their needs. And well, let's just say a few of them got a bit thirsty. Now, thankfully, the water has returned, the pumping stations are pumping. I am sincerely hoping that there is enough time for the beavers to hydrate themselves before we start seeing loads of people have died. I mean, so far, everyone's died of old age, no one's died of dehydration, which is brilliant. Like, you're literally swimming through water. Could you not, like, take a sip while you're there? If you're that thirsty, why? Like, does it have to be treated at the pump or something? I'm confused. Anyway, less thinking about that. Now, this district obviously has a lot more pumps, so it should cater for the beavers a lot faster. We even got some of the old pumps going now. You may or may not have noticed already. In between episodes, I've been busy. I've been very busy. I've been very busy. Now, some of you will probably be able to see exactly where this is going. If you don't, then, well, you will soon. Meanwhile, the contraption that we've built so far is doing its job. And before it goes too much further, how far down did our batteries get? Pretty much empty, which is why we haven't got things like permanent golem factories on at the moment, because we can't afford it. Now, this building site over here is hopefully going to allow us to be able to afford to run that and all other things like carousels and wonderful other contraptions that are necessary. So, but time will tell with that. Now, this is a big contraption I've got planned, and it's going to take probably a few more droughts. But the good news is we finished our storage, so that's really good. Speaking of finishing our storage, okay, we've got 0.53 for drinking right now. So what I want to do is basically try and get some water in here just to kickstart the whole storage, and hold on to what we've got here as long as possible outside, because I should have built gates. I really should have. I'm gonna build. No, I can't build gates because there's no one over there to build them. How are we looking on thirst? Okay, it's getting dealt with. Slowly but surely it's getting dealt with. That's great news. Should probably put some more storages in both of these districts at least. But I don't think that's going to be a problem once this lake starts to fill. We've wasted a lot of water over the last couple of wet seasons, so this time we should capture it. Now, I'm really tempted to send some beavers back over here. We have water there, so how many bedrooms were there? 15. From main to 7, we want 15. And the main thing we want to do as soon as we get there is, and again, this is only a temporary thing, but it's essentially because I want to try and get this water flow to back up into this dam, to then close this dam, open that dam, let the water equalize back in this area, meanwhile have some of this flow saved up in this area. It's a kickstart to get this area's storage going, and then this will overflow into that, and then kickstart that process. Usually we let this flow into here because we want to get that area flooded faster for the crops. That's not so much of an issue now, as long as this area has drinking water over here for all of our districts. That's the most important thing, so, and it has plenty at the moment. So that's the plan. Did I tell them that was urgent? I did. And they're getting round to it pretty quickly. Good old good little beavers. They're not even old, but the good beavers. They might be old. There's one done. Put that up to maximum height. That just means that we can decide when to let this out. As I said, if this here has equalized now, it has, so as you can see it's flowing in, so that's kickstarting our long-term storage in a good way. Meanwhile, how are our wheels looking? Very good. They're flowing along nicely. We can give ourselves a little bit more storage while we're at it. Why not? Now, this whole area here has been set to a high priority. Wondering where our builders are, actually. Oh, that's not them. That's not them. That's not them. Well, we can have a look at these guys anyway. What are you up to? Well, nothing right now. It's bedtime. Right, well, we'll let them sleep. Good, that has been done. So I'm guessing they're going to start working on all of this stuff over here now, which suits me. It needs to be done eventually. I'm just really glad to see that, okay, they're working on this. Yes, I asked them to work on all of this as a really high priority. Get these wheels in motion. Now, the problem with getting these wheels in motion is they're not actually hooked up to anything yet. And it's going to be hard to hook them up. Reason being that we need access to all of this area, so it's almost a waste of time prioritizing them wheels, but hey, it's done now, and well, at least we get to see if they're going to give us any flow. But the thing is, the flow is going to stop at this point because we're not releasing straight out into the main dam, so it's kind of backing up, and that stops the flow somewhat, so we're not going to have a true picture of how much power we're going to get for a while. A good thing to see though, the batteries are getting recharged. Now I'm actually wondering how long we're going to get before the next drought appears. We've been averaging 7 days so far, so that's good. This area is actually backing up now, which is brilliant. And that's something else we were going to do in between, and I think I should do, because realistically we haven't got much going on at the moment. Okay, some trees are being chopped for this huge project over here, which is good. We still got thirsty beavers somehow. All over the place there are thirsty beavers, so that's not good. Tells me we probably need more pumps, which surprises me, I've got to say. And then it's just a case of finding where to put them. Like, I was planning on having pumps over this end because it's deeper, but a long way to haul water. Thankfully we still don't have anyone dying of thirst, but over here we've actually got plenty of water stored. Almost feeling like I should be transporting it, but that would be... You know something, I am actually gonna... How much space do we have in this We have some space. Right. I'm actually going to transport some water. Up to a maximum of... We're going to go with the good old 20. That just means that if there is less than 20, someone will bring the water to them. This district here also has a problem, so we are going to do the same thing over here. Water. And up to a maximum of 20. So that should just hopefully make sure they've always got a supply of water to drink from and keep everybody nice and hydrated. Seems like a lot of effort hauling that to there and then hauling that to there and then hauling that to there, but well, actually this one we could probably build out, but the thing is right now we've got a balance. We've got one vacancy and not enough beavers, in fact. Because there's a beaver incapacitated, they're in bed, so right now we've got the balance down to a T, and I'm reluctant to go adding on just yet. I'm going to be adding on, don't get me wrong, but at the moment my focus is more on getting the power, the batteries all sorted, because we need more batteries as well as more power. So where are my builders? Carries logs. Okay, they are working away, but they're very slow. Where's my building post over here? No, they're full. It's full. Things are being done. It's just they seem really slow. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I got it because I've not got it on fast forward. Let's try that. I want all of this area done before moving on to the next phase of this area. I'm now starting to see an error in my ways. We need to be able to get to... Right, yeah, there's certain places we're going to have to be able to get to, so maybe this has happened on purpose so that I can plan a bit better. Because when these go boom, I'm not going to be able to get to everything unless I do this a bit more strategically. Be able to get to all of them. We won't be able to get to all of these. Now there is access to everything. Right, that's better to get down. It's got to go down 2 levels. We might have to do it incrementally in certain places, like these places, for example. Otherwise, we just won't be able to get to them. That makes a bit more sense. It feels like a shame to be wasting this power, but there's not really much we can do until everything else has been done. And yeah, look, for 5, 6, 7 days it looks like is the maximum we're going to get for water from now on, which that sucks, I'm not going to lie. 2.4, 1.4, what? Oh right, that's higher, right, yeah, that's makes sense. I want to make sure this doesn't overflow. So be keeping an eye on that. This doesn't look like we're going to get any more than 7 days water, which kind of does suck. With what we've got, we're barely going to be able to recharge the batteries with the current workload. I'm kind of loathed to turn anything else on right now because We need the grist mill, we need... well, kind of. We need planks, we need gears, kind of. We're actually out of storage because... reasons. Right. I am banning all cattail stuff from this area and this area and this area. Have we got any more that accept cattail? Doesn't look like it. This area is going to be the only area that accepts cattail. But not yet. We'll accept crackers, considering they're made right there. And hopefully that'll start moving the logistical workflow along somewhat. Now I've removed this in favour of putting more potatoes in, I believe, because do we have enough? We don't have any potatoes, I don't think. We've only got 58 there being baked, and we've only got 1 potato, so time to do a little bit of rebalancing here with the potatoes. So we've got way too much wheat at the moment, which is kind of scary, really. But, you know, the bread's being baked, and that's good, and that I'm sure is being sent to... Yep, look, they've got bread. They've got bread. 100 bread. They got bread. So yeah, we're doing a good job there. We could support a lot more beavers right now, I think. We really could, but again, reluctant with the water situation. Speaking of the water situation, 8.6 and 0.5. Right. It's going to be dependent on this. When that gets to 9.5, we're going to have to swap the floodgates around, I believe, would be the best way to put it. Are you injured? Exhausted? Oh! My bad. I've had them on 24-hour days. That's not good. That's really not good for them. Sorry guys, I was doing that because of the emergency of water, which is now seems to have passed for the majority. It doesn't look like anyone died of dehydration, which is good news. I was kind of expecting the worst there for a minute. I'm surprised that not much more of this has been built. Maybe they can't reach. No, they can't. There's certain things they just can't reach. I could potentially move the districts. Okay. They should still be fine to bring things over from the other district, I believe. That means they should now be able to access part of this anyway. That'll give them something to do. Wow, we've gone down to 17 comfort. That's bad. Right, where are we looking with 0.92? Slowed right down. Come on. You know what? I'm not well. Do I hold on a second? 0.69, 0.7, 9-3. Well, let's hold on to the last second. They're flooding. No, they're flooding up there. We can't. Not anymore. Gotta let it go. Hopefully that'll get things moving again shortly. Right, that's flooding into here now, so we have to let that up. We have to let that down. We've got a drought coming soon, so we have to make sure that our floodgates have been... Whoa. Speaking of floodgates, hold the phone, man. We don't want to go through this problem again. Let as much water in as you can. Might be as much as we're going to get. That's up. That's down. That's down. Unit in as much as you can. I don't know why we still got thirsty beavers. Shouldn't have, considering how much water we've got stored. I'm going to pause these guys before I forget. So what are we at now? What, 2.15, 2.14? That's dangerously low. Oh boy. That's good, although one thing I've realised, we are going to get a whole load of excess water here, which is going to sit there and not be usable, which is not good. So it might be an idea to fill this in, which will take logs, which, well, we've got an abundance of at the moment, so it seems like a waste, but without golems, which is a bit far off at the moment, maybe I should have thought about this when building the dam and not built it the way I did, but maybe you say this is a waste, but we are getting more potential storage, also more evaporation, I guess, so things to think about for your playthroughs in the future, and for me to consider in the future as well. Still have to look up that evaporation and what that's, the meta of the evaporation, and you know, the pros and cons and stuff of doing things, because I haven't really looked into all of that. So, and we're going to make all of that a high priority. Because of course we are. We need that water. Because, you know, drought. But it gives everyone here something to do anyway. You guys, some of them are there to be able to collect the scavenge the scrap. Are they actually going to do that though? Can they reach there? They can't reach there. Ah, balls. Right. Does that make... Can I reach there if I just do a shortcut? That should be the case, no? How can you reach? No? What do you mean, no? Ah. Fiddlesticks. That sucks. Oh, someone's over there doing these bits, so that's something, I guess. Oh, I hope that just pushes the water up and doesn't delete it. That would be a shame. .3 and 3.3, but that's definitely one lower, so yeah, no, we've got a fair store of water in there. That's not shabby at all, and we have movement of the cogs. How's our... Oh wow, guys, we can afford to run the Ferris wheel for carousel for a few minutes because we've actually got full batteries. Wee hey! Let's get some more explosives on the go. We've got more paper than we can shake a stick at. It doesn't make sense, but you know. The biggest problem at the moment is we haven't got enough workers. Well, hopefully, I don't think we'll be running out of any water anytime soon. It's quite the flood when you think about it. Even if we get some spillover into here, it wouldn't matter too much. And we're slowly this area over here slowly getting built, which is good to see. Now, it's a shame these ones ain't getting quite done as I would like, but they will eventually. Guess that one can't be reached, which is a pain. Would have assumed it would be reachable. Or we don't have the correct stuff, but I'm sure we've got gears and planks. We do. But it is reachable. It's not paused. But we'll see if they can reach it after maybe putting in this path, because maybe that was the problem. Right, 21 days. I think that's more than doable. We've done worse. Not gonna lie. Batten down the hatches, or in this case, raise up the floodgates. There we go. Water has stopped flowing. How much do we have in here now? A fair amount. Yeah, I think that is pushing the water up, which is good if it is. I would be very happy if it does. How much have we got in there? 2.5. Not brilliant, not the worst. Time to do some staging, I guess. Might put in a barrier across here, you know, because when we do fill this up in the drought season, once this has been emptied the first time, this is all just excess, really. There's a nice split here, we could just put a gate across, and then when it goes down, when we fill it back up, we don't have to fill that area. Possibly this area too, because, well, this area is not being used at the moment. I thought it would actually be an area that would be able to grow in, but somehow, when you look at the buildings, like, they can't seem to get past there. Even though it's really close, they can't seem to fathom this area, so I don't know what that's all about. Might need to put a golem to get to put it all back in, and something. But I don't know what we could do there. Maybe I don't know what we could do there. It's possible we could make this channel go this way, and I really don't know. Oh well, it was a bit of a waste, but you learn your lessons over time, I guess. Yeah, I was wondering how long this would take to start drying up, and we're about there now. It's a good amount of water. I'm happy enough with that. Right, how long are we on? We're on a good episode time, so just wait for this to finally stop flowing. And we don't have a trade center here, which makes sense, but is annoying because I'd like to send this scrap metal back before it starts clogging up the warehouse. Do we even have a warehouse? We don't even have a warehouse. We might start clogging up our scavenger flags though. There you have it. Now all this extra water here, because this is still very low, and drain that into here. Tidal wave. And if that gets too high, we can just drain that into here. That just cuts down, in my humble opinion, on the evaporation. I don't know if that's the truth, but it seems like it would be the case, if you ask me. In future, we'll probably be draining this into here and have it. Well, we'll have the option to do either. Depends on how high this is. But that's all we have time for today. So I'm gonna leave it there. Maybe we'll have a different... there's only so many views we can get because of the length of the colony, so to try and get everything in is quite a challenge with the camera angles that we have. Right, well, yes, innovation necessity breeds innovation, and we have tons of innovation here at Lions Pride. I hope you enjoyed. Maybe we'll see you on in the next episode. Bye for now.